What the? Okay. Yeah, maybe that part's not good.
It did not survive one ride. The washer's bending inwards. Yeah, this bearing's toast. It was pulled all the way through. And that's what happened to the washer. Hey YouTube, today I wanted to do a quick video about these. Why do these matter? And I'm gonna make more sense as I go along here, but a lot of builds on Facebook, maybe you're getting into a project and the project has absolutely, bald tires or really shitty tires or tires that don't look like they should work at all. For example, when I got my mini bike, this tire is not supposed to look like this. It's supposed to look like this. And so what I wanted to answer and kind of review today is how much do changing tires matter? And obviously I'm completely aware of where I stand, with this sort of topic. Obviously I'm not super experienced, but as I've been getting into small engine stuff like this go-kart here and the dune buggy, and I have this scooter and all the motorized bikes and the mini bike here, I wanted to talk about, do tires actually matter? And if so, how much of a difference do they make? So when I bought this dune buggy, it came with these tires and they're pretty bad. Like you could see they had the camber set to one side, had like no tread. I wanted to discuss what difference does changing this out to a fresh tire make? I'm surprised the belt didn't slip off.
Yeah. Watch out for banana peels.
So this is the correct tire, and it's 15-inch wide, 6 inches thickness of tread. Oh, I'm sorry, not tread, wall, but it's only 5 inches thick, so it's about an inch smaller than the other tire, but I don't think that it's going to really impact it all too much. This is the front tires after all, so let's see how this works. As the tires come, the bearing size is 1/2 inch, but the axle requires, I believe, 5/8, which is cool because they come with the replacement bearings. You just need to pop these out with a punch, similar to what I did with the other one, probably a little bit more gently, and then you just reinstall them yourselves. Moment of truth. Oh yeah. I think I need some spacers, but it's on there. Now we're all secure, and there's a washer in place, and it spins, so I'm gonna replace the other one, and we're gonna see how much of a difference this has made. Or maybe it blows up, we'll see. Jonah from the future here. I actually went back and I replaced the washers with 5/8 machine bushings. If you use 5/8 washers, they're way too thick and they press against the bearings, and that's no good. I tried using the wheelbarrow, like plastic spacer washer things, but I mean, on a go-kart, that's probably not the safest. So I'll put on screen what I used here. This worked a whole lot better. Tires are installed. Everything looks good. I think this might actually positively influence the steering. Like, I think it might make steering a lot sharper and easier, but we'll see. I'm gonna give it a little test run now, and I'll tell you what. The steering is back, like completely, like there's no wobble at all. I'm not fighting it. It's really smooth. Oh, the steering feels so much more responsive. I didn't slip there at all. Here's kind of my analysis on it. I would say about 50% of the control of this vehicle had to do with the tread itself. Granted, these are thinner tires, but only by an inch. So these ones are a lot beefier, of course. But I wouldn't say that. I would say that I should have more stability with these than I would these. But it was actually kind of the opposite, and I think it was mostly due to the treads. So this was a completely smoother ride. I had no trouble steering it. I was able to steer it with one hand, where in the other videos I had to hold on to the steering wheel with both hands because I was fighting the steering, or it was jittery, or turning was more difficult, things like that. So kind of compiling that evidence, at least the small amount of evidence and the couple anecdotes that I have, the tires matter probably for 50% of the ride experience. Obviously, I changed the camber and I did this and I did that in the other video, and I tried to make this as comfortable and, you know, straightforward as possible. But really, when it came down to the wire, it had to do with these tires being bald. And I understand that, like, when I'm making this sort of video, I'm not appealing to people who have been in this sort of hobby for a while. I know, you know, my target audience here. But it really, you know, I feel like it really needs to be said that when you're buying these types of projects, I think a place that you should start with is the tires. I also have this Honda Metropolitan scooter that has a similar issue where the tires are bald. And this was sort of, I got this for free actually, and you can see there's, you know, rubbing my hand against it, there's no grip. And I haven't replaced the tires, and again, I just kind of thought that's how these things sort of were. Turning with that, again, it's a little bit easier since the center of gravity is different, and obviously it's a different posture from riding a motorcycle. But the idea was sort of the same still, in the fact that it was not able to make as tight turns as I wanted to. I had to really control speed and other factors. I didn't really want to ride in the rain because I felt, you know, the tires slipping. And I ultimately thought that I was just a bad driver for a lot of this stuff, but really it is just the vehicle's handling. And see, I'm sure if I had better skills, I could probably control it better. But ultimately, with all of these projects, I think that the first investment should be in the tires. They really do make all the difference. This thing was super jumpy. It would fight me on turns. Every little nudge, it would pull. Turning, it would slip, it would understeer. It didn't really feel comfortable driving it how I would drive, I don't know, maybe a car or something. But same thing with this mini bike that I have here, the Coleman, that I also did a review on. These tires, despite it being the rear tire, I mean, it is a two-wheeled vehicle, so there's a little bit more how should I say, reliance on the back tires, more so than a four-wheeled vehicle would be. But turning on this is the first time I've really ridden a real motorcycle-esque vehicle that actually involved leaning to turn. And I would say that was a really bad idea because of this back tire. And I didn't really know that at the time. I thought I was just a bad driver. So I'm trying to make these turns leaning, and what I'm noticing is the back tire is actually slipping out from under me. And so I kind of figured out, yeah, that was probably the tire, but I didn't really know what big difference that would make. I didn't have a reference point. With this, I actually did. Really having a lot of fun with this. It's a big learning experience. I hope that someone can learn something from it. Stay tuned, YouTube. I'll see you later.